Uh, hey, hello everybody. How's it going, guys? Here we are in a treehouse. I was just waking up from my nap. All right, I replaced this chest. I don't know if I showed it last time. Yeah, I think I did when I did the tour and all that. I couldn't remember if I still had the spruce one in here or not from Grok's tour video. And in case you missed it, go check out Grok's channel where he's doing tours of everybody's base. One at a time. So he hasn't covered everybody yet, but he will get there. Anyways, so let's see. We have a couple items here. I'll talk about these in a moment. Alright, let's go outside. You know what I think I need? I think I need an intro to my videos. And it seems like... Oh, and I moved some of the stuff inside. I've got a rack here with our pans, pots and pans. I put a frying pan here because I was going to use it, but it doesn't look like we will get to. An ice box inside here in the furnace, and kind of moved it all in so that it's here instead of out there. But yeah. So it seems like the two types of intros that we can that people use are either like the short video intro at the beginning, and then like after that you come in and you start talking. And then the other type where it's like you have a logo up on the screen and it's a little blurry in the background and you're like off walking around doing stuff and then it gets unblurry and you're like, "Oh, and hi, how's it going? ToddytheBody here." Oh, I didn't do that. Flip around. Hey, ToddytheBody here, Avant 3 FTOG server. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so our wheat has grown up a little bit. It's looking a little all of the same. I thought it would look cool, you know, when other people do it, it looks cool. So I don't know what I did wrong. Maybe I'm missing something. Oh, I added a picnic area. Let's get down on the ground here. Added a picnic area in the back, you know, because if you want to go out back in your home, I thought this was a nice little backyard before you reach the farm area. So, table. We've got our grill here. I was grilling up some meat earlier, barbecuing, doing a little BBQ. Yep. So, something that I wanted to do, I was just having a thought. You know, it would look really cool to have a scarecrow in here, right? Maybe we could try a scarecrow. Yeah, let's try that out. I hate making hay bales. Ugh. Alright, I picked up all my loose hay. Let's go ahead and make our hay bale that we need for this scarecrow. That's not how you do it. There we go. Get our small hay pile. Make our hay blocks. And then make our hay bale. So out of 64 pieces of sheared grass or silk touch grass, however you're getting it, you only get 2 hay bale in this pack, and that's due to the Quark mod, I believe. So we'll put that away. We only need a pumpkin head and a hay bale. Let's go into calculator mode. Dynamic crafting. There we go. Calculator right there and right there, and that makes a scarecrow. And then go back into storage so I'm not messed up later on. There we go. Alright, let's place this down, see if it helps the aesthetics a little bit. Seems like you'd want to put it... Okay, let's back up and take a look at it. Put the daytime, nighttime control back on. Let's see. If I were to come up like this, I would want to... Yeah, that would be too far back. It'd have to be in this area. So let's put that right here on this piece of... Yep, there we go. There we are. Awesome. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Yep, there he is. Scarecrow out in the middle of the field. It's supposed to make crops grow faster. I don't know if it actually works sometimes. So let's do that and see if it works. It's not visible if it is. So we'll leave it at that. Anyways, so what I wanted to do today is I wanted to make another one of these crystals. I want to make the water one. Let's see here. Water crystal. And then you need the gift of the sea. And then for that you need different fish or crustaceans and things like that. But one of the pieces I can't get is the crab and the lobster. See, crab and lobster. To get those, the internet says that you are supposed to be able to make these lobster cages and then put kelp inside to, I guess, to bait them. Well, that doesn't work. I had them loaded overnight. And they're not catching any. So if there's something that I'm missing, then I don't know. I guess that's just it. I'm missing it. But some other things you need are, besides the kelp, you need some prawns and all of that. And you can get those by waving the fish nets in the water. You need some dried seaweed. And here's some seaweed here. I could not find it, but Grok came through and handed that off to me. So I kind of like how it looks here in the water when it's all grown. Probably not as a block sort of setup formation like this, but maybe like here and there, or like in lines here or there, like if it were to a community of kelp or seaweed. But yeah, so as far as I can tell, there's no such thing as lobster or crab, so we won't be able to get the gift of the sea. So gift of the sea, gift of the light, because of that tangled heart we can't get. So that's 2 items from Agricultural Revolution that we can't get. And I didn't like the way that the crystal looked over behind there, even though that's where the function would be. So I just threw it on top of the roots altar. I figure it looked nicer here than it did over there. Speaking of which, these don't really look like they should just be on the ground over here. So I gotta find a spot for those too somewhere. Anyway, so I've got I've got a new machine here. Oil press. What you do is you hit it with the seed. Hey, I've got a seed with me. So if you hit it with nothing, there you go. It tells you what you need. Oil press requires a seed. Throw that in there, and then it starts working. And let's see here. You need a bottle. Let's get one of those. So then once it gets done with the seed, if you right click it, it says you need a bottle. So then you hit the bottle, and then there's your vegetable oil. And then with that, you can make a few other food items. You can make some pancake mix, and then you can cook the pancake mix inside the frying pan. That's why I had that over there. Well, not specifically for pancakes, but I was going to use it for, if we go to the next thing, the cooked crab, which is part of the recipe for the gift of the sea. And then that takes, you know, more crab and all that. All right. So I don't really need this. It was just a bottle and a seed. So I'll just throw that there to despawn, and maybe we'll do something else. Looks like we have butterflies here running amok, changing my leaves. Anyways, I want to get some Botania. Now, other people are doing some Botania, but I would kind of like to do some Botania. It's got things, you know, it's got things that I want to use. You can craft other items easier, like say if I want a lot of acacia wood for building those custom trees, it would be easy to do that with Botania. You just throw other random logs inside there, because acacia trees are terrible to cut down. They're all not in order, you know, like the wood, it grows crooked. So, you know, not just for that. I also want to try out, I'm pretty sure that these are from Botania, where you can put different decorative items in there. No, it doesn't come up with decorative. Let's do shield. Am I spelling shield right? No. There we go. So that says cosmetic. Okay, that's the one I wanted to go for. So if I put in nope, still doesn't do it. Alright, Botania. If you go in here somewhere, there's a bunch of cosmetic items, maybe on the next page. Yeah, like in here, like different baubles you can put on just to like make your character look a little bit different. I'd like to try some of that, you know? So maybe we'll make a little bit of an area. It's not going to be as fancy. You know, Grok has the underwater thing that's super fancy. Link has his Botania altar. That's fancy. I think he's moving his stuff over to his new base. But let's see what we can do. I would like to build it all within a chunk. I was hoping to go ideally like in the middle-ish of this kind of pitted out area, but it looks like we will be going right here. So there's something that I want to use. Let's turn this off for now. We'll turn it back on in a second. There's something I want to use, and maybe I should get a flat area. to do it. Yeah, let's go right here. I've grabbed the builder block that I was using to do the glass in the elf village. Okay, builder block. So let's throw that down. And it's got a shape card inside, so we'll take that out and then turn the shape card. I want it to be a bottom dome. Okay, so there's a bottom dome. Now I want it to be a full bottom dome. Do I have that? Or a solid bottom dome. Yeah, that's great. Okay, so let's try that out. So what we do is we shift right click on here, and then we come over this way and then get our thing, and let's see, I guess we will go, I want it to be flatter on the bottom than coned, so maybe we'll hit this side here and then come over and hit this side and see what it looks like, just like that. And it's going to be mostly flat, what I've just selected. So if we do this, I think if we, let's just hit, whoa, not that big. Let's just do a 16 by 16 by 16 just to see how that looks. And then throw that in, and yep. You can't really tell. I think if I lower it one. So then the machines, I'm gonna have a wall here. So maybe I should, no, let's just dig that out. You know what? YOLO. And this is not a big enough area for Botania inside this little dome. So let me work it out, and I'll come back when I have something that is a little bit more realistic. Okay, so I've got an area worked out. You can't really tell it, and you guys weren't telling me before, but I had the builder or the shape card in there. I need the void card so I can get rid of all this stuff. But it's kind of underground, and instead of one chunk, I went with a 2x2, so 4 chunks. So let's turn it on, and let's take a look at what this will look like. If it doesn't look good, I'm just going to have to terraform it back up. So here we go. And there we go. I will have to dig out some of the overlay, or maybe we'll even try looking at it and see what it looks like if we keep the overlay. And okay, I thought it was, and there's the water. There's always water. At least it's just one little bit. I think it's going to void it away. Man, I can never not watch the builder block work. Really, really like it. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna go run it one more time to see if I can get rid of some of this water. But you know what? I've got an item here somewhere. Let's here we go. Void bucket, right? That'll work. I don't know why I have 2 and I'm lost. Come over here, come down, and then all you do is you pick all this up just like that. And then we'll get this water over here too, because we don't need that. There we go. And oh, it did pick up the one over on this side. So once that's gone, it should be all right. Just got a few items down underneath. Let's throw this away before I do something dangerous with it. Okay, so let's take a look at what it looks like from underneath. If I were to keep the land in and you can't see the ceiling, maybe I can do something with the roof and make it look better. And let's see what it looks like in the top. Like if you were running around out here, would you even notice it? Nope, can't see it. If you were flying, I kind of like the moon shape. I'll mess around with it. I'll see what I can do, see what I like. So what I've done now is I actually lowered the Y level down, so it went down one more so that I could build in blocks above that Y level where I actually wanted it before. There are mobs down there, so I hope they don't get in the way. So now I've raised it one and I put the shape card back in, and I'm going to build with the cloud, and just to make sure, does it say shape bottom dome? So not the solid, but the shell type. So hopefully that just does a shell and it coats the inside, so I don't have to replace all the blocks. So let's see if that works. Hopefully. Alright, so it looks like it's going, it's doing some, and it's making a dome-like. I don't know if I have enough. It doesn't look like I have enough. Looks like I had exactly half of the amount that I needed. Okay. Nope. It ran out right there. So I'm going to have to make some more of those. And let's see if I've got enough wool to do so. Because that's all it takes. Is just a little bit of... I've got plenty of wool. Alright. Cloud block. And that's always weird to me. Even though I click over on this side, sometimes it will start searching. Cloud. And it takes wool, so let's do that. And I had like 700 or something before, so let's just do that. That's a good amount, right? And then throw it inside, and then it should complete it. There we go. All of that, and you can see it off in the corner. It's doing its thing. So let's go see what it looks like now. Alright, so it did actually coat the inside. That's great. So we used RF tools to dig out our hole. Alright. Was that there before? It probably was. I'll just get a little bit of dirt and fill that in. And it looks like it's filled in fine over here. There's probably plenty of spawnable spaces, even though it's white. Yep, lots of spawnable spaces. So I'll have to fix that. And then, like, put in some lines in. We'll of course put some cherry wood in here. I don't want the floor to be domed like right here. I would like this filled in, so I'll put something on the floor right here so I can walk straight across. Probably be, of course it'll be red. I don't know if it'll be like the red glass so you can see the cloud block underneath, or if it'll be the cherry wood. And then at least this will be a little workable area. If I need a little bit more, I think what I can do is I can actually dig off rooms off to the side, and that's what I plan on doing, like with the portal. Like, you know, that elf portal or elfum or whatever it's called. It'll be off to the side here, and I think that this is a good start. So what I need to do is maybe get that glass and fill it in, and then get like a purifying daisy or something. Hey guys, so it's the next day. I've done a little bit of something with the Botania area. We are going to look at it right now. I'm on my way, just following my path. I've turned my VSync on. So you can see up there at the top right, oop, I still bounced. Huh. Top right, it's only hitting like 60 frames per second. So just let me know if you like that better than before or not. I don't know. I just want to, you know, try to get the best quality. So I have a new path. And the path comes down and around, and you guessed it, just because we said that we were going over here, but to the Botania area. Alright, so let's go down our stairs, or jump down our stairs, I guess. And then down here, and I put the glass down. Yep. And so that is so far as like what the area looks like. I've done a little bit here in the corner just to get started, and then we'll talk about it. So I've got the apothecary here, and then a bucket on the wall and some water for use. And inside here, I made an area to get some living rock and some living wood. If that ever opens, there we go. I was using the ghost blocks here, so you can like walk through the wall. Ghost blocks or false blocks. Let's show you. And I believe that you have seen these before. Yeah, we did over at the elf village. That's right. So I had these here and here, and then I masked them to look like these cloud blocks, and then you just walk through and into the area. But I don't really see a point in hiding these. And I don't have my pick on me because it is over in the repairing. Yep, you guessed it. Alright, so let's just take these down with the super fast pick. There we go. Alright, and put that off to the side, and I'll deal with that later. So we have an automated process for getting the living wood and the living rock here. I think what I'm going to be using is the diorite, and the reason for that is because diorite, when you break it, it doesn't turn into like cobble diorite. Oh, there we go again. I don't like that. Alright, diorite. It doesn't turn into cobble diorite. There is a chiseled cracked diorite, but that's with the chisel mod. So I've just been like crafting a little bit of this. We'll do a few stacks, and then we'll get some wood. Wood doesn't matter. It breaks into wood, so wood of your choice, right? All right, so we'll get some of that, and then I'll just put a few in. There we go, just like that. And then you can see it starts getting fed through. So what I've got inside here, and I thought I had, there it is, the item conduit that makes it so that it only does one item at a time. And then I've got the round robin, and then it's filtering and it's blacklisting the living wood and the living rock. So whatever gets put in here gets filtered into these other blocks over here we'll talk about, but at least the living wood and living rock stay. So if you accidentally put something in here and you lose it, it's probably in one of these placers. Alright, and then I've got a timer over here. No, I think we'll come back to that. Oh, pardon me, guys. You know, I'm sitting here setting this up and everything, and I'm not yawning, but it's not until I start talking that I yawn. Alright, so the extract, if you can see, it's the brown. So the brown gets put into the placers. And I think that that's the green one. Yep, you can see them here, phantom placers. So I have them placing into a phantom block that is not this grass block, but yep, right there. That is actually the block on top. And how I did that is that I had a block here, and then I connected it with the phantom connector tool there. And then it will be forever connected to that spot until you pick up the block. Or connected to something else. Oh my gosh. You guys are unlucky having to hear me yawn. Okay, so, and then we've got that, and then we've also got these phantom breakers. And same deal. You just connect them to the spot, and they will break when they get a redstone signal. At least that's how I have it set to pulse. See there, pulse, and then the placers are set to pulse. Yep. So now, as far as breaking them and placing them, I have them set on a timer. The timer is set to 1,300 ticks. That's like a minute and 5 seconds, I think. And what will happen is that it sends a signal out to red. So then the signal also goes this way, but okay, I thought we were gonna get to see it. But it'll also send a red signal down to all of the breakers. So once this goes off, the blocks get broken, and then they get picked up. Yeah, it's about to happen. Here we go. See, broke, place, break, place. Alright, so then there's also conduits on here that do extract, and then extract all of the living blocks, and then puts them into the chest here. Alright, so this over here, I need a little bit of a delay, and I could have done this with a sequencer, but, you know, vanilla. A little bit of a delay so that it will place the blocks after the blocks are broken. So I have it on, was it for each 16 ticks? It seems to be enough. And then this just kind of connects them. I guess I could have used redstone, but you know, not vanilla. So that's what happens. And then it places them, and then this isn't loaded like with a loader or anything, so it'll only work when I'm here. And then I'll get lots of this living rock and all that. Well, what was that? Did you see that on the side? That was weird. There it is again. Right there. See on the left side? Huh. Okay. So there you go. There's a little bit of automation for your living blocks. There are lots and lots of ways to do it. Different people on the server are doing it different ways, using refined storage or whatnot. I think that's how Grok is doing it. I will have to check out how other people are doing it. And here we go again. I like watching it. I like watching it. I don't like all the sparkles though. There it goes. In place. All right. I mean, like at first I did, but now like in this room, look at all the particles going on. It kind of, ooh, it's all particled up. So I'm going to work on some more Botania, maybe get some more stuff automated. I've been watching how others have been doing it, so I think that I will try to, I don't know, I'll see what I'll try to do. I'm going to take their good ideas, and I kind of like how it looks on the map here. Right there. So you can kind of see it there. Ooh, it even has a smiley face. So if anybody's flying overhead, they might want to come and investigate. But yeah, I'm going to see what their good ideas are. Maybe come up with some good ideas of my own. And yeah, I think that will be the episode. And I will see you all next time.